So now let's start working on searching for the users. First of all, we are going to work on the backend. So inside the API, I'm going to create a new file, search.js. You can also put it inside auth.js file if you want. I'm going to create a separate file for this. So inside here, we're going to need our user model and require models and user model. Also, we're going to need express and router. So const express is equals to require express. And we are going to need the router from express. So express dot router. And let's export this router. So module dot exports router. So we are going to make a get request from the front end. So router dot get, and it is going to be search text, and we are going to receive it inside request dot params. And also I'm going to import our auth middleware and auth middleware, request and response. So again, we are going to receive our search text inside request.params. So we're going to check if the search text has some length. So if search text dot length is equals to 0, return. And now inside our try catch block, if there is any error, again our snippet here. Here we are going to create a regular expression. So it is going to be user pattern and new regex regular expression. And inside template strings, we are going to have a caret sign. This is right above the number 6 on your keyboard, and we are going to add our search text. So search text. So this will convert it into an regular expression. And now we are going to search for the users in the database. So const results is equals to wait user model dot find, and we are going to find with the name. And here we are going to pass an object here and $regex user pattern, and the options are going to be in the string I. This will basically mean that it will be not case sensitive. And we are going to return from here with those results. So res.json results. So now let's add these routes into our server.js file. And right here, app.use /API/search. And we're going to require for it API and search. So this is all we have to do on the backend. Now on our search component right here, inside layout, I'm going to import some things from semantic UI React. So we are going to need list, image, and search. Also from React, we are going to import our useState hook. And we are going to need our Axios from Axios. And also cookie from JS cookie. And we are going to import our router from next/router, and our base URL to make the request. So base URL from utils and base URL. So I'm also going to create a cancel variable, just like we did on our signup page, because we are going to cancel any pending requests. And now inside this function, we are going to have states, text, and set text. Use state is going to be empty strings. And we are going to have a loading state and set loading. Use state is going to be false. And also we are going to have a state for results and set results. So this will be basically for the search results, and use state is going to be empty array. And here we are going to have a handle change function for the text change, and it is going to be an async function. So now inside this return statement, we are going to have a search component from the semantic UI React. And on this we have props on blur. And this basically means when the user clicks out of the input, we are going to check if results.length is greater than 0. And then we are going to set the results back to empty array. And after this, we are going to have loading. So the search can show a loading indicator next to it. We are going to have this state for that. And value is going to be text. And we are going to have a result renderer. So we are going to create a component for that, result renderer. And I have made it into capital so that we can know it is a component. And we are going to have results. And it is going to be results on search change. This is basically going to be when user types in. So it is going to be handle change. And minimum characters is equals to 1. And on result select. So inside this you get a function. It receives an event that is from React. And the second parameter is the data. So for now I'm just going to log data.result. So to show you what you get inside this data.result. And now let's create this result renderer. So const result renderer. We are going to receive props. And I'm going to log the props to show you what you get. And for now, I'm just going to return a div. So now let's write code inside this handle change function. Inside this, first of all, we are going to destructure out the value from e.target. So const value is equals to e.target. We are going to set the text to this value and set loading to true. After this, we are going to have a try catch block. And inside the catch, we're just going to alert the user. So error searching. And after this catch block, I'm going to set the loading back to false. So now inside the try block, first of all, we're going to create a cancel token, just like we did in our sign up page, axios.cancel token. And we are also going to send in a token from the local storage. So cookie.get token. So const res is equals to wait axios.get base URL /API/search and our value. And with the request, we are going to pass in the headers. It is going to be authorization and token. And now again, we are going to create the cancel token. So cancel token, new cancel token. Inside here again, we're going to receive the executor function. And inside that function, there is a parameter canceller. So canceller. And again, we're going to set the cancel to this canceller variable. And on the top of the request, we're going to check if there is cancel. And we're going to call that function. So after the request is made, we are going to check if res.data.length is equals to 0. We are going to return set loading to false. But if there is data, we are going to set the results to res.data. So now I'm going to show you what you get when you select the result and also the props you get inside result renderer. And you can ignore this warning. This is basically because we are using conditional rendering inside these semantic UI components icon right here. So now let's make a request. And you can see right here, these are the props you will get inside the result renderer. So I'm going to destructure out some properties from the props. We are going to receive ID. Basically, we are going to receive all the data from the backend. Right here, we are going to receive all of these data, but we are only going to require some properties from here. So we're going to require underscore ID for the key, and we're going to need a profile pic URL, and also we're going to need the name. So let's remove this console.log. From inside here, we're going to return a list, and the key is going to be this ID right here, and we have list dot item. And after this, there is going to be an image. So we're going to show the image of the user. So source is going to be profile pic URL, and all text is going to be profile pic, and it is going to have an avatar prop. And after this, we are going to have list dot content, and it is going to have header prop, and it is going to be name. And as this will basically format is as the anchor tag. So the props I showed you received inside the result renderer are the same you're going to get inside the data.result. So now I'm just going to remove these curly brackets right here. And if the user clicks on any result from the search, we are going to redirect the user to that profile page. So router.push inside template strings, our route is going to be slash data.result.username. So the props you received inside this result renderer are the same properties you're going to receive inside data.result. And now on this onBlur, I'm going to wrap it inside curly brackets. And we are going to check if loading and set loading to false. And also let's set the text back to empty strings. So now let's see if it works. And let's search for our J. And you can see right here, you get the user Jando. And if I click on it, right now, because we do not have any profile page, it is being redirected to the home page.